first.
All right, Kaylee. Well, we heard a lot of thunderstorms.
Oh,
We had some
definitely.
blackouts here actually at the station
Yes.
for a bit. But big thing, school starting tomorrow for some other school districts, including East ISD. What can parents and students expect? Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be hot? Is there rain?
It's going to be hot, very similar today. Today was very warm, a little bit humid in the morning, and then we got some thunderstorms that rolled in, especially towards our viewing area here in West Texas. Now, especially hitting West Odessa. That's exactly where that thunderstorm rolled through. Now, most of Odessa did get a little bit of rain, but the western part of Odessa did see that heavy rainfall and that whole lot of thunderstorm activity. Taking a closer look at Midland and Odessa, you're going to see that heavy rain and thunderstorms have since made its way out of the viewing area, exiting outside of the northern basin. But because we saw a whole lot of thunderstorms and heavy rain, well, West Texas, especially in Odessa, is part of a flood advisory that is in effect until 10:45 p.m. tonight. But regardless of the little bit of rain we did see earlier this evening, it was definitely hot. Temps are in the mid to upper 90s, 96 for Midland, Odessa, 97 for Wink. South of I-10, a little bit cooler in the mid to upper 80s. Now, we're not in the upper 90s anymore. We are looking at temps at 83 for Midland, Odessa, and 84 for Wink. South of I-10, a little bit cooler, but they saw a little bit more rain activity than what we saw here in the Permian Basin. They're sitting at temps in the mid to upper 70s. But seeing where we are now compared to where we were this time yesterday, well, most of the viewing area is actually showing up by about average, a little bit 1 to 3 degrees warmer. Really not much change, except for Wink showing up a little bit warmer at 10 degrees warmer right now than this time yesterday. And south of I-10, just slightly cooler, about 3 degrees. But seeing exactly what our forecasted low is going to look like, well, we are going to dip down into temperatures in the mid-70s. 75 for Midland, Odessa tomorrow morning around 7 a.m. 77 in Big Spring and even Wink 78. So it is going to be a little bit cooler in the mid to upper 70s. But by lunchtime, this is West Texas, it is going to be warm. We are going to be seeing temps in the mid-80s, if not the mid to lower 90s around lunchtime tomorrow. But seeing exactly if we're going to get any more rain in the forecast, well, the rain that passed by the West Odessa is actually making its way south and passing through Fort Stockton right now, and then it's going to make its way completely out of the viewing area. And tomorrow morning, the northern basin will be waking up to some clouds, as long as the Permian Basin as well, but we're not going to be seeing any rain activity. Unfortunately, that is going to leave our viewing area, and tomorrow is going to be another warm day and another sunny day. And even Tuesday later on, still not going to see any rain activity, but that's not good news for our drought monitor. Thankfully, the little bit of rain we did see will help our drought monitor, but right now we're sitting at orange in the Permian Basin, meaning we're showing up severe on this drought category, but the rest of the viewing area is very similar. But I have some good news for you. Dew points have been better than they have been this past weekend. 65 right now for Midland, Odessa, 61 for Wink. Dew points in the 60s is right at average, meaning it's really not too dry. There's some moisture in the air, which is definitely going to help out. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be warm in the mid to upper 90s. It's also going to feel just a little bit humid because dew points are going to remain in the 60s. Switching gears, looking at the wind speed, 26-mile-per-hour wind gusts for Midland and Odessa. Now, we're not sitting at 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts anymore. We are looking at wind gusts at 10 miles per hour in the Permian Basin, 17 for Fort Stockton, but for the rest of the viewing area in the single digits. But we all want to know exactly how warm will it be tomorrow. Well, it is going to get into the mid to upper 80s, if not the mid to lower 90s. Then you have Midland and Odessa forecasted to be 94, Grand Falls at 99, Trans-Pecos 99 as well, and Balmorhea 98. A little bit warmer in the Trans-Pecos area, but the mountains will be cooler than the rest of the viewing area, mid to upper 80s. Now, here's your look at the 7-day forecast. We will be starting the work week in the lower 90s, but the rest of this work week, kind of boring, kind of warm, upper 90s. Wear your sunscreen. Definitely stay hydrated. Like you said, a lot of kids are going back to school. Exciting times, but make sure you pack some water.
Exactly.
Very hot. Not changing all
And if
week.
you feel a little sick, feel a little bad, get inside, get some air.
Take a little break.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Cool. Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate it.